Welcome to Cooking Backstage, where we cook with people from the music industry. We've still got major restrictions here in Ontario, so I couldn't fly out to Edmonton to meet with my next guests, but they were kind enough to film this for me. We've got Rob and Darren from JayWalker. They're former members of the award-winning band Hey Romeo. Darren has been nominated twice for the Canadian Country Music Award for Guitar Player of the Year. Rob has captured the CCMA Keyboard Player of the Year an astonishing 5 times. They have a new single coming out, which they'll talk about, and they're here to make authentic pizza. Anyone who's traveled to Europe, you know what I'm talking about. So here they are, JayWalker. Take it away, boys.
Hey everybody, I'm Darren.
And I'm Rob, and we're JayWalker. We're so happy to be part of Cooking Backstage here in Edmonton, Alberta.
Cooking Backstage, man, what an awesome show. We have seen all the episodes. It's up there with Sopranos, with Seinfeld. It's amazing. Marv, Mark is just an amazing, gentleman to have us be part of this great show. And today, we are going to go through and teach you guys how to make authentic Italian pizza. But first, I think I need to do a little warm-up. What do you think, Rob?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get started. You people might be asking yourselves, a couple of country boys in a country band from Edmonton, Alberta, why pizza? And I say, why not pizza?
I'll tell you why pizza. Pizza's fantastic. Also, Darren and I were touring in Europe, and we got a chance to go to Rome, Italy, with our old band, Hey Romeo.
3-time CCMA award-winning band.
We've been up 48 hours straight. We were famished. We got off the airplane, got checked in, and the first thing on our minds were, let's get some pizza. To this day, the greatest pizza I've ever had in my life.
Jeez, Rob's getting real choked up about this pizza.
I'll be okay, man.
Okay, here we are. I'm going to show you just how we start this thing off. So we're going to take a half a cup of warm water. We're going to pour it into the bowl. Going to take some yeast, pour that in as well. We're going to mix it up, and then we're going to let that set for about 10 minutes until it gets all bubbly.
All right, so while we're waiting for the yeast to rise, Mark sent us some questions.
Don't you mean Marv?
It's Mark, man.
Yeah, I know. It's Mark. It's, Cooking Backstage. It's one of my favorite shows. Come on.
Anyway, Mark sent us some questions. We're going to do our best to answer them here. So question number 1. Was this project born out of COVID? Is it something you've been talking about and finally had time to do? Darren, how would you describe that?
Like we had said before, we came from a band called Hey Romeo, and we've done a lot of different writing and stuff over the years. We had some great material that we had originally had a female lead singer, and we had some great material that was more guy stuff, if you will, and just thought that it was time that Rob and I started our own group. So we got the sauce in, ready to go. The yeast is also looking like it's ready to get some flour in there. Look at that, it's all bubble up. So we're gonna add in another cup of water, like so. We're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Lots of olive oil in this Italian stuff. Those Italians, they love their olive oil. Beautiful thing. And then we're gonna get a teaspoon and a half of salt per one. Now I use a mixture of a little bit of whole wheat and a little bit of white because the whole wheat helps with the raising of the flour. So I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup of whole wheat flour approximately. I'm going to dump that in there like so. Gonna mix it around, get it all mixed in. There's that. Now we're going to start adding in the white flour. Oh, there's one in there. Look at that. Somebody's been baking, and it's not me. Let's just start. Oh, getting my arms in the way. Fine camera work. You just slowly mix it in. That's how I do it. Might not be how the Italians do it, but you just kind of start mixing it in, and it's a certain texture. It's up to maybe 3 cups of white flour is what I put in, depending on what kind of flour. Every flour seems to be different, but you want it to be tacky, but not too dry, not too wet. You'll soon get the hang of it. That happening. All right. Put this here. I'm just going to knead it out a bit.
Darren, this seems to be the only dough that we've seen through COVID.
Yeah, thing. La 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 la. Huh? Beautiful. We're going to pour a little bit of olive oil on into the bowl and get it all around the dough so it doesn't stick to your bowl. Okay folks, here we have the dough and we need to have it sit and rise in a nice warm spot. But there's one more thing that I'm going to tell you that you're not going to find in any cookbook anywhere, any website. The secret ingredient for letting your dough rise to perfection. Robert?
Well, I'm glad that you asked, Darren. It's our brand new single, Drawing a Blank. You must have Drawing a Blank playing by JayWalker in the background for close to an hour. Rise like the single on the charts.
Yes. What key is this song in, Rob?
Key of D.
It infuses deliciousness into the dough to make it rise and be the dough we know it can.
Every little curve, the love we made, I remember the look she gave. Woman asked me why I let her slip away. Yeah, I'm drawing blank.
So here we are now with a few of the toppings that we're going to add to the pizza, a few vegetables. And what's a better topping than a great question?
Like another one from Mark. Mark.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna beat that one to death. Anyway, Mark, we love you. One of Mark's questions were about the song "Drawing a Blank." What is that song about? What was the inspiration for it?
Well, Rob, I know you have a great answer because I have mushrooms to cut out.
Darn it! All right, so we wrote this one with our friend Aaron Goodvin, prolific writer, CCMA Songwriter of the Year from a couple years back. I tour with Aaron. I play keyboards for him when I can, and great bunch. And he was visiting his folks at the time, and so we got him in a writing session. Darren and I did over at my place, had a great time of it. He brought in this idea about relationships just kind of drifting away and looking back at them with a certain melancholy or sort of wonder what happened to it, and basically that was the inspiration for the song.
There's another special little item that I like to make with the pizza. It's called a Basil Drizzle. What we use is we have a half a cup of olive oil with some garlic in there, 3 cloves. Look at all that garlic. Oh, delicious, yes. And then we add half a teaspoon of salt, just like that. And first what we want to do is is it emulsify? Is that a term? I don't know. Anyway, we want to put that on the blender. But Darren, you say, Basil Drizzle. Basil. There it is. I'm going to take all that there. That off there. And we're just going to jam it. It's been pre-washed. See the water? See, it's pre-washed, folks. Pre-washed. We're going to jam that all in there. That's about, I would say, 1.5 cups, maybe 2 cups of basil. I'm going to tell you about the meaning of life. So, here's what it's all about, folks. I hope that was helpful.
Oh yeah, the dough's coming around perfectly.
Can you hear it?
Can't think of a thing.
All right, here we go. We're sauteing the mushrooms. These are going to be great. We just want to make sure everything's cooked evenly. These are going to be fabulous. It's going to come together quite nicely. And of course, we have over here the tomatoes, which are sauteed. Oh yeah, look at that. Chunks of garlic. These come together quite nicely. It's going to taste fabulous.
Friends, look at this. There's the sauce. It's all nice and cooked down from those luscious tomatoes we had. So that's ready to go. And look at this, friends. Oh, yeah. Boom. That is a beautiful dough right there. So what I'm going to do, for simplicity's sake, is I'm going to make one pizza. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a vegetarian. Rob still eats the meat. So I'm going to make half and half. I'm going to make half a vegetarian, half a Genoa salami pizza. And you know, friends, making a pizza is sort of like the music business. You know, you assemble all these ingredients together and you work hard at creating this nice piece of art. And you get it into the oven.
And you hope it doesn't suck.
A little bit of cornmeal. Organic corn flour needs to go on the little, I don't even know what you call this thing, but the spatula, the pizza spatula. We're going to put a little bit of cornmeal on there so that when we go to slide it in and out of the oven, it's going to slide. Ooh. What's that? You're ready? We're almost there for you, oven. Hold on. Boom. There we go. Let's see how nicely it slides.
I remember the heart on her necklace, the $10 bed was the song that band was playing. I remember my name on her lips, the red in her kiss, and the way those jeans were swaying. Every little curve, the love we made. I remember the look she gave, oh, and asked me why I let her slip away. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Can't think of a thing. Can't think of what the hell was I thinking? Can't think of a thing. Can't think of a thing. Yeah, it's true.
All right, everybody, there it is right there. This is the finished product. And I forgot to tell you that that was the oven temperature was 500. We had a pizza stone in the oven and cooked it for, ooh, I would say 8 minutes, 9 minutes about. You just take that and you sprinkle that on there. Look at that color. Oh, yeah, so green, so beautiful. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Excellent.
All right, here we go. That brings back the memories. Let me tell you.
We're in Rome all of a sudden. Fantastic.
Oh, this was great.
Really
Hey,
good job.
we want to thank Mark, for having us on the show. And we want to thank our good friends at Sea Change for supplying us with the beers and the sweet swag. Sea Change beers, people. You got to support local. Thanks, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.